Can we stop acting like a declaration of martial law by this regime is somehow game over or checkmate? Declaring martial law is just the beginning. There really is no good outcome for this regime if they just try to declare martial law and say occupy all of Los Angeles militarily. U.S. Army counterinsurgency doctrine says you need 20 to 25 troops per 1,000 population in order to quell an insurgency. Now, the greater Los Angeles area has 18.5 million residents. That would require 925,000 troops. It would require 70% of our active duty military forces just to occupy the greater Los Angeles area. That's a non-starter. That is totally not feasible. And we have learned from Afghanistan and Iraq that the more you bomb people's houses, the more you shoot civilians, the more insurgents you create. We're already seeing that with these ICE raids. There were 500 community members at the Camarillo farms. The more they push, the more people are pushing back, and people are getting pissed. I feel like Trump really is like Michael Scott. He thinks he can just declare things and it'll happen. Like how he just declared a ceasefire between Iran and Israel. The regime can declare martial law, but that is only the first step. What follows would be incredibly difficult work to try to suppress a gigantic armed population. Like, I don't know how you would successfully do it without turning the entire population against you. And there's no way people like Pete Kegsbreath or Pee Wee German have the tactical or strategic acumen to be able to figure out this extremely complex puzzle. So stop being so afraid of this boogeyman of martial law. Understand that this regime is just going to continue to escalate because that is what they do. They double down every time they get pushed into a corner. They want to actually hold on to legitimacy and actually hold on to their power. They need to back down and de-escalate, but we know they're not going to do that. So they're going to continue to push the people, and I don't think they are prepared for what is going to happen. I don't think they have the manpower. I don't think they have the strategic expertise. Because it's all fun and games for these ICE agents right now, but I'm sure once they start getting real pushback from the population, a lot of them are going to stop showing up for work. Because remember, these are not soldiers deployed to the Middle East. These are people showing up to work. They can stop coming in at any time. They're not subject to UCMJ. They don't have penalties if they just quit. And I think what we'll see is that this regime's army of little racists, they're going to melt away once they encounter real resistance. And your job right now is to organize locally within your community so that you have a group that you can band together with and defend each other when and if shit hits the fan.